Hello, everybody. It's me, Andrew, and this is going to be your monthly reading for June of 2015. Um, for my last weekly reading, which was for May 25th through the 31st, I used the Les Vampire Oracle. And I am going to be using another Lucy Cavendish deck called Oracle of the Shapeshifters. And for the weekly reading, I'm going to be using a Lucy Cavendish deck, the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Now, the reason that I have chose to use these decks is because I feel like during this time of change and especially during Mercury retrograde, that there is a lot of energy that we need to confront. And I have been, really working with this since Mercury retrograde started, and it's really been a hard experience, but it's been a life-changing experience as well. So I feel like using these decks, because her decks sometimes do have darker themes to them, and the whole point of Mercury retrograde is to dig down deep and figure out why we are doing the things that we're doing and what's not working for us and what we need to change. So the reason I chose the Oracle of the Shapeshifters for the monthly reading is obviously in the title, shapeshifting, changing, shifting into a higher being, getting rid of the things that no longer serve us, and really taking to heart our primal instincts, taking away all of the stuff that we don't need or use, and really finding that place that we get to that allows us to be able to shapeshift into that person that we need to be and to stay that person that we need. So that's why I chose to use this deck. Let me get my calendar out just because I never know what I'm doing. There we go. The guidebook over here. And this is the American edition of the deck. I haven't gotten the Australian one yet, which is really cool. So June, the first week of June is 6 days instead of like a full 7. So that's going to get its own card. And then the second week, the third week, there are 3 full weeks, and then there's 3 days at the end. So we'll see how many cards Spirit wants me to draw for June. So let's see. As I shuffle, I'm asking for clear guidance, for guidance that we can all use to help us grow. And it's all intention. So this is for everybody that is watching, whether it's now or during the time that the reading is for, or whether it's 3 years from now, this reading is for you. They did have me draw 5 cards, so the last 3 days are going to have a card all their own. So for June 1st through the 6th, we have Dragonling Garden. It says a new world is born. So what this card is saying is that there are so many mystical and magical things that happen during this special time, and especially now within this Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is actually in Gemini, and Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury. So we're essentially being hit with a double Mercury retrograde. So the changes that we make and that we have been making up to this point, up to the point of you watching this video, are helping you to be able to create your new world and to create it very fast, because this is a very fast moving time. I've gotten the 8 of Wands card a lot, and it's talking about things moving very, very fast. You have to keep up, and that's what this card is talking about. The first week, there are going to be new things that are going to be manifesting in your life, and in order to keep those things good, you have to suppress the ego and live and walk and breathe, speak, think in your higher self. So this new world you create will be a world that you actually want to live in. So for the second week in June, which is the 7th through the 13th, we have Snow White and her animal friends. So what this card is saying is you inspire trust and confidence. So, and Mercury retrograde actually ends on June 11th. So you have towards the end of the week, you have the end of, actually at the very end, you have the end of Mercury retrograde. And the changes that you've made are going to help you to have that trust and confidence that you need in order to trust that you can keep up with the changes that you've made, and also give you the confidence to keep up with the changes that you've made. So you have to trust and have confidence in yourself that you are going to beat this and you're going to be amazing. And don't let the ego get you down, because it's just not even worth it, because you're doing so good right now. So for the 14th through the 20th, we have the Deep Dark Sea Mermaid. So this is going a little bit beyond Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde has officially ended. So what this card is saying is that, even though during Mercury retrograde we dig deep and we go into those places of ourselves that we really don't want to go to, that we don't want to have anything to do with, that we have to go to change. We have to go to these places to confront why we're in situations that we are. So this is saying to keep up that practice. To keep up that practice of going into that dark place. Because you're going to find solutions in those places. You're going to find solutions to the things, to maybe past life cycles and patterns and things like that that you don't know you have. That's why this card came up. Because it's telling you that even though Mercury retrograde has passed, it's still time. There's never a wrong time to dig deep and go into that dark place of yourself and confront certain situations and ask why they're there. So this one we have the 21st through the 27th, I believe. Yes, and we have Bats in the Belfry, which says you can achieve great things. This follows the trust and confidence card that we got for the second week. So we've had that trust and confidence. We've went into those dark places. We've seen why we are doing the things that we're doing and why we're stuck in the patterns that we're stuck in. And now it's saying you've done that. Now it's time to act on it. Now it's time to put what you've learned and put what you've worked for to work for you. It's time to achieve those things that you really, really need. And that you really need to achieve in your spirit as well as in the physical world. So this is a very, very, very good card to get, because it says that it's going to be hard in that third week to dig deep and to confront those things. But it's not going to hurt you. It can only help you. And that's what we need. We need to lose the mindset that sometimes going into those dark places can hurt us and can actually hinder us, because it doesn't. It actually propels us forward into what we need in our lives. This is like my favorite card in this entire deck. So for the 28th, 29th, and 30th, I knew that this was going to be a really good card. I knew it. Like, I knew when they said to draw 5 cards that the next card we were going to get was going to be slam dunk amazing. And it is. The Golden Phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back into life. This is talking about 2 things. The first is that we're put through the fire. We're put to the test. The universe throws us lessons, or throws us, situations that teach us lessons. We bring situations that teach us lessons. And sometimes they can feel like it's killing us. Like we can't take the heat anymore. But it's not so. It's not something that is bad. This is saying you're going to make it through all of this. And that you're going to come out stronger. But it also says that there may be a sense of relief after you get back from traveling into that dark place and after you've achieved a lot of things. But it's saying to keep in mind that that's something you need to do often, and that the Golden Phoenix tells us that when we think something is done, it might not be. You know, when we think that we went to that deep dark place and we've conquered this particular situation that we're trying to get accomplished, sometimes we have to keep going to that dark place. And that dark place leads us to be a phoenix, to rise from the ashes of what we thought was something that was going to kill us. This card is saying that it's not going to kill you, that it can only help you. That everything that you're going through right now, no matter how hard it is, in the spiritual world, in the physical world, you're going to make it through it, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to have such a peace about yourself, and it's just going to be absolutely amazing. So June is going to be a really good month, with Mercury retrograde ending, and with the changes that we make in Mercury retrograde. They have a power to them, and especially with this particular Mercury retrograde, because like I said, it's in Gemini, so it's like a double Mercury retrograde. So the changes that we make during this Mercury retrograde are going to stick. They are going to help us, and it's not gonna be like turning over a new leaf, and you know, then when the wind blows, you see the other side of the leaf again. This is going to be a firm change and a solid change in your life, and I firmly believe that it's going to be amazing. It's going to really help you, and you're going to see so much, and you're going to get so much insight as to how and why, and you know, the questions you've been asking yourself about your situations. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have a wonderful month, and if you would like to get in touch with me for a reading or for any kind of questions, you can find my email address on my website below at www.tarotangel444.com. My Facebook page is also linked at the bottom at facebook.com/Andrews Angel Cards. So you can find me there as well. You can send me a message on Facebook, and I normally respond as quickly as I can. So if you would like a reading with me or just have any questions, you can check that out. If you like this video, you can thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, what are you waiting for? It's right here. Just click the button. You'll be fine. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful month. It's going to be a month of change and a month of really hard work, but it's gonna pay off, I promise. So angel blessings to each and every one of you. Bye.